Hey guys, I can't believe it's already 2015. Like, 2014 was overall a great year for movies, even though there was some shit, and I talked about that shit. But overall, it was an amazing year for movies, and 2015 is shaping up to be probably one of the best years of all time, you know? And I am going to bring you my top 10, 15 most anticipated movies of 2015. Yeah, I actually didn't plan that, and I realized, oh yeah, 2015 for 2015. Yeah. Okay, I do have a few honorable mentions, and I'll say a little bit on each, of them. Okay, one, 50 Shades of Grey. I just want to see what all the fuss is about, you know? Spectre. I've not seen a single Bond film, but I will have to see a few before I watch this, but it just looks interesting. And Christoph Waltz, duh. Mission Impossible 5. Have not seen the first three, but I have seen the fourth one, and it's incredible. So I'm excited for that. Fast and Furious 7. Same situation. Not a fan of any of the movies. I've seen one of them, like I think the third one, and it was okay. But still, after seeing the trailer, it just looks like a fun action movie. Tomorrowland, directed by Brad Bird, who directed Mission Impossible 4 and The Incredibles, probably my second favorite Pixar movie, and also The Iron Giant, which I watched it all the time as a kid, and I freaking loved it. But actually, I kind of want to watch it again, though I don't know where I could find it. And then last, Fantastic Four. Not a huge fan of the original movie with like Jessica Alba and Chris Evans, and then I didn't see all of the second one, but I know people hated them. And even though this could be a pile of shit, because all the news I've heard about it and all the people's reactions to it, it doesn't sound like it'll be anything great, but I just want to see if it's good or not. Okay, now to my most anticipated list. Okay, number 15, Pan. I freaking love the Disney animated Peter Pan, and this looks like a live-action good retelling of it, and it looks really exciting. Plus Hugh Jackman, come on. So yeah. Number 14, The Heart of the Sea. I love Chris Hemsworth ever since Thor, and it looks so good, and and also it's directed by Ron Howard, who directed a lot of great movies, though I haven't seen them all. I mean, and also Chris Hemsworth seems to be good, work well with Ron Howard, because I heard he was great in Rush, and also Daniel Bruhl. I've still not seen Rush, and I would like to, but yeah. It just looks like a good telling of Moby Dick, which I've not read the book, and I don't want to read the book. Okay. Number 13, Insurgent. Now, when I saw the teaser trailer, I was not excited for the movie at all, but after seeing the trailer, I'm like, wow, it actually looks like it could be a good movie. And hopefully it's better than the first one. Even though I really enjoyed it, looking back, it's not the best movie ever made, but it's a fun time, and I had a fun time watching it in the theater, you know, and so yeah, I'm more excited for that. Number 12, Cinderella. Now, Cinderella is probably in my top 5 favorite animated Disney movies ever. So with this, I'm really excited. Plus Helena Bonham Carter and Cate Blanchett, love. But the real reason I'm seeing this movie, other than the fact that I love Cinderella, Richard Madden. Robb Stark, guys. We don't get Robb Stark anymore in Game of Thrones, sadly. But I still want to see Richard Madden and other things. You know, I want to see my Game of Thrones peeps. I want them to be more successful. The lesser known actors, I want them to get more recognitions. Even the characters I'm not very fond of, I still want more people to recognize them. Even though the bigger actors people know, but yeah, I just want Cinderella to be good. And Richard Madden, I freaking love Richard Madden. Even though I prefer him with facial hair, I think he still looks very handsome, and he's actually a good Prince Charming. Hopefully he can bring out some personality for Prince Charming, and I hope he does good. I don't want Cinderella to be bad. Honestly, I want all these movies to be good, you know? I really do. I don't want to, those sub movies, there's more chance of them being bad. Okay. Number 11, The Age of Adeline. Before I saw the trailer, I had heard nothing about it, and I watched the trailer, and I was like, wow, it looks like a great performance from great Blake Lively, and I've seen her in other things, though I refuse to watch Gossip Girl, especially because I don't like Leighton Meester, and she's one of the main characters. But yeah, and she never impressed me as an actress, like, ever. So yeah, but I've always liked Blake Lively. She was never one of my favorites, but I liked her. But this looks like it could be a great role for her. And the premise itself, like, a woman, she doesn't age. It looks interesting, and I'm like, yeah, that would be, I don't even know how I would deal with that myself. What if I stopped aging, like, right now? That would be weird, I don't know how they would deal with it. So, yeah. Okay, number 10. Now these are the ones I'm really anticipating. Like, the ones on the bottom of my honorable mentions I want to see, but I'm not like, oh my god, I need to see it like tomorrow. Those are just like exciting. Okay. Number 10, Terminator Genisys. Now, I've only seen one Terminator movie, T2, and T2 is freaking fantastic. But I will see the other ones, even Terminator Salvation, before this movie comes on. But I'm hoping it's good. Also, Emilia Clarke is in it. She's also from Game of Thrones. She's Daenerys Targaryen. And I already said I want my Game of Thrones people to be successful. But I want this to be a good movie, even though a lot of people have problems with it. Though I have the trailer, I can see their problems. I can truly see it. But I actually enjoyed the trailer. I just want it to be good. Like, I want it to be good. Number 9, like, until like a few days ago, I was still anticipating this, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to see it. But now, with Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel Marvel can do no wrong. So, number 9 is Ant-Man. First of all, Paul Rudd is awesome. He's a funny, hilarious comedic actor, and this looks like a fun movie. Plus, seriously, like, Marvel, it really can do no wrong. Like, they can make a movie about bread, and I'm sure it'd still make, like, $300 million in the box office. Like, I would go see it, and I would probably see it opening night. They can make it, So, yeah, very excited for that. Number 8, now, Chappie. Now, the first time I saw this trailer, okay, it looks interesting, but more I've seen it, I'm falling in love with this idea, and I'm starting to love the robot Chappie itself. It looks so adorable. It's like, I feel like that will be people's favorite character of the year, Chappie, and it just looks good. I have not seen District 9, and I need and want to see it, but I have seen Elysium, and I think it's a very good movie. It's actually it's a very underrated movie. I mean, some people love it, some people like it, it's underrated to me. Yeah, I just want to see Chappie plus Hugh Jackman. I love Hugh Jackman. Yeah. Okay. Number 7, Jurassic World. Now, I had never seen, like, Jurassic Park until, like, a couple months ago, and I watched the full first movie for the first time, and I was wowed. I was like, holy crap. I have still not seen the second two, even though I know the second two, like, people, like, it's mixed about, and then the third movie is people hate, but and then after seeing the trailer for Jurassic World, I'm like, yeah, it looks awesome. Plus Chris Pratt, I have so much respect for that actor. Like, I always liked him. Looking back, at movies he was in, like, yeah, I always liked him. But then with, like, Lego Movie, that movie did not make my honorable mentions list, but I still enjoyed it. And Guardians of the Galaxy especially, like, I have so much more respect for him. And then, like, he lost all that weight, he gained all that muscle, and now he's definitely putting it to use, because he looks pretty badass, especially riding that motorcycle with the velociraptors, like, running with him. It was so awesome. I have a lot of respect for Chris Pratt, and this just looks awesome, and a lot of people were kind of complaining about the CGI, but it's like, the movie comes out in June, they have time to fix it. So yeah, they have time. Okay. Number 6. Jupiter Ascending. Now, this movie was originally scheduled for July of 2014, but then it was pushed back to February of this year. So that's like, okay, that's bringing up a little panic. It's like, oh my gosh, what if it was bad, or so that's always like room for panic. But then seeing the trailers, I'm like, it looks gorgeous, and the performances look great. I mean, I like Mila Kunis, but she's not the best actress. She's not the best, though she was really funny in Ted. But yeah. But also another reason, but yeah, the world building is great. I like Channing Tatum. I like all the actors involved. And of course Sean Bean, which with a movie like this, he's probably gonna die. Though if he doesn't die, I might cheer in the theater. And also Eddie Redmayne. I have not seen The Theory of Everything, though I want to, but I've always liked him as an actor, and I heard he was great in Theory of Everything. But seeing him in the trailers for Jupiter Ascending, I'm like, he already looks like an amazing villain, and I'm very excited for it, and it just looks so cool, and I hope it's good. Please be good, because that's probably the first, like, new movie in the theater I will actually see. I thought I was going to see Mordecai later this month, but I'm like, nah. So, honestly, Jupiter Ascending is the first movie I will see of 2015 that's actually a 2015 movie. But I will see Selma as soon as I can. And some of the other movies. But yeah, okay. Okay, these top 5, this is the nitty-gritty. Like, some of these, if you have, obviously, a few movies that I have already not appeared on this list are gonna be in it. Like, of course, you'll probably be able to figure it out. But, now, okay, these are the nitty-gritty ones. These are the ones I'm just beyond excited for. Number 5, Mad Max Fury Road. It looks epic. I have not seen the original ones, but I will see the first Mad Max because I think it's still on Netflix. And it just looks badass. Charlize Theron looks badass. Like, she actually can pull off the bald look. She still looks beautiful, and she looks awesome. She's an awesome actress. She was amazing in Snow White and the Huntsman. Even if you like, I mean, a lot of people like that movie. A lot of people didn't like it, but no one can argue that Charlize Theron wasn't like amazing. Was amazing. Yeah, it just looks awesome. Plus, Tom Hardy. I freaking love Tom Hardy. Ever since This Means War. This Means War is not the best movie, but I love Tom Hardy. I've always liked him since that, and he's awesome. Okay, number 4. Kingsman: The Secret Service. I am so excited for this movie. I was like, it was on my radar. It's been on my radar for a while now. I've just seen the trailers a few times in the theaters. Looked awesome. And then I watched it again, and I was like, the Red Band trailer, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to see this movie now. And it just looks so fun. Colin Firth and Samuel L. Jackson look like they are having the time of their lives, and this movie could be great. It could be a breakout star. Plus, it's from Matthew Vaughn, and he directed X-Men First Class. I've still not seen Kick-Ass, but I am dying to see Kick-Ass. I still need to see it, and the second one, even though the second one I heard is not as good, but you can still have a fun time with it. But yeah, it looks so much fun. It looks freaking awesome. Okay. These top 3, they are all like separated by a tiny bit, like just a hair. Like really, like these movies could be interchangeable, but this is the order I picked them in, and they honestly throughout the year they might flip around because we have to wait a few months for one of these movies, and then the other movies don't come out till later, So, yeah. Okay, you guys might be mad at me for saying this, but I'm sorry. Number 3 is Star Wars: The Force Awakens. I'm sorry. I'm not like oh my god, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, though I want to see all the movies. I've only seen 1, 3, and 4. I especially want to see 5 and 6. And even 2 looks boring as crap, even more boring than the first one, but I still need to see that. But yeah, but everything about this looks awesome. The trailer is amazing. I like the cast involved. I love that Gwendolyn Christie is in it, and she's amazing in as Brienne of Tarth in Game of Thrones. And Lupita Nyong'o, love her. She was amazing in obviously she was amazing in 12 Years a Slave, which I cried a few times in that movie. I'm not even lying. It was hard to watch. But yeah, I'm just really, really excited for this. It looks so good. And I like J.J. Abrams. I've seen both the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movies, and I think they're both great, though I think the first one is slightly better. Okay. But yeah, this looks awesome. So excited. Okay. Okay, number 2, Avengers Age of Ultron. I was excited for this. Of course, I was going to see this movie no matter what. The first movie I really enjoy, but I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't know. I just never connected with the first Avengers movie as much as other people was. Don't worry, I think it's excellent movie. Like critics and audience alike love it. I think it's a great movie. I have a fun time watching it, and but I never connected with it as much. But after seeing the Avengers Age of Ultron teaser trailer, I was just like, oh my gosh, that looks even way better. And as much as I like the comedy in Marvel, it's awesome, but I just want it to be a little darker. And it looks like with Age of Ultron we're gonna get that. So yeah. It looks awesome. And my number 1 choice, if you haven't guessed it already, I am most excited for 2015, Mockingjay Part 2. Now, I know a lot of people had problems with Mockingjay Part 1. Like, the regular movie-going audience had problems with Part 1. Though us book readers, I think every book reader loved it, we appreciate it so much more. And first of all, I promise you will appreciate Mockingjay so much more once you see Part 2. But Part 2 just gets more heartbreaking and more action-packed, just everything you want, and it's gonna be so awesome. And there's some scenarios that are in the book that play out interesting in my head, but I can't wait to see how they do them. I'm just so excited for this movie. Everything will be heightened in Part 2, and also it's the end of a movie saga. It's sad. It's the last one. It's like, of course I'm going to do it, because we're going to get another Avengers movie. We're going to get another Star Wars movie. Heck, some of these movies, they could be a trilogy, and we're going to get more Disney live-action movies, but we're not going to get another Hunger Games movie. Though, if they ever think they're going to reboot it in 20, 30 years, I'm going to protest about that. But yeah, or no, even worse, remake. Reboot or remake. But yeah, I'm really excited for Mockingjay Part 2. This is my most anticipated movie of 2015. Though Star Wars and Avengers and Mockingjay Part 2, they can flip around. The 3 of them, it's not set in stone. They'll flip around, but that's my list. What are your top most anticipated movies of 2015? Write them down below. I'd love to know. And if you want to argue against some of my choices, feel free to. You're allowed to. But yeah, I'm totally repeating myself. But yeah, so what are your top movies of 2015? And also, Happy New Year. Hope your year is good. It looks like even if you have a shitty year for everything else, at least you know that you'll get to go to some great movies. But yeah, Happy New Year, and yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye.